Hey everybody, Jason here this morning. Happy Tuesday to all of you. So today we are down a little bit, $2,400, $2,500, but still we're looking at a pretty good week. For the week we're up 28,000. And today we dipped down to negative 5,000 for a few minutes there, but quickly recovered. Just looks like there was some downward momentum on Tesla, and that's why it looked like that. Yesterday we ended up the day, I think we were up about 8,000-ish or so by the time the day ended. And I think by the end of today we should be probably pretty close to break even, if not a little bit to the positive, but we'll see how things play out. It's only an hour and a half into the market, but normally, of course, in the middle of the day, things are a little bit calmer unless news comes out. So we'll take a look at what we have here. Yesterday, I forgot to mention, I have this SPY put credit spread, and I open these periodically. I don't play the SPY very often, but I think this is it's a very solid play to play the ETFs. I mean, they don't move crazy. And also, when you just look at the SPY itself, you can look at it over the course of a month, pretty steady. You'll have these little dip downs, but steadily up. Same thing kind of over the 3 months, kind of steadily up, and over the year. And yep, you'll have these days with these like little bit of dips, but that would always give you, even if you're down quite a bit, then you could always roll it over a little bit more until market recovers, and kind of same thing on the 5-year. So those, I like to open them when we do have a dip down. And I have this one that actually expires tomorrow. And I believe we do have a couple more. So we have this one, the 421, 420, up about 50% on these. And I typically am able to grab about a third credit for the collateral that I've spent. So you can see this is a $33 credit, $1 spread. So that's $100 worth of collateral for $100 worth, or for $33 worth of premium. We have that, and then we have one more, I believe. Oh, it was right in front of my face. So here's another one. We grabbed $74. This is a $200 spread, but it's also pretty cheap to play these, because you can find $1 or $2 spreads. So collateral is $100, $200, and the SPY is definitely a lot less volatile than Tesla is going to be. So with Tesla, I expect the major huge swings, both to the upside and the downside, but SPY pretty evenly on its way up. Today, as far as plays, I did open up while Tesla was down a bit. I opened one put credit spread, this one, which we are now break even on. Grabbed $110 credit on this. I think I must have grabbed it right at about the 680 level. And just seeing that little bit of downside, I wish I would have grabbed it a little bit earlier, but I was doing a few other things. And that, I think, that's the only play that I've made today, probably the only one that I will. We have this expiring tomorrow. We have a couple Tilrays, which is our Tilray wheel, that I open every Monday and plan on continuing. This is only our third weekend, but so far so good on that. We have our call credit spreads, should expire worthless, or I can close those out. Probably for a few dollars. But I just played those when Tesla had rocketed up, because the premium was so good up there, and definitely don't expect it to hit 800 by the end of the week. If it happened to, then all the other plays are doing so dang well. I probably wouldn't even notice this, even if I ended up even if this was a total loss for my collateral and everything, it would be a $2,000 loss, but the upside for all my other plays would be so incredibly good that it just wouldn't matter. And same thing with the other one, this guy here that I have expiring the following week. And these are essentially free for me to open because I already have the collateral out. So for example, on these, this is $2,000 worth of collateral because we have two of them, $10 spread. So that's 2,000. But on the put side, I already have, here's 2,500 and 3,000. So I already have all that collateral already out. These didn't cost me any additional collateral to open because we cannot lose on both the upside and the downside for the same date. And then we have our a long butterfly and a long iron condor. And we have our two stock covered calls on Tesla. This has been pretty crazy. So if we look at this, I opened it and I only grabbed $44 worth of credit, which was going, against me as Tesla was going up. And then at one point I could have sold these for, $300 a pop. If I would have sold a couple of those, I could have grabbed a full share. So maybe when I open up my next one, I'll try to use some patience and wait until the next spike up, because that's when you can really grab a lot of premium. Same thing on the downside. So if you open up a put credit spread when the stock is dropping or has dropped significantly, that's when you're going to get more premium for your collateral. Same thing on the call side. I can get more collateral when it has spiked up or is moving pretty heavily to the upside. But nobody can time the market. I wish I could, and then I would open up exactly at the correct point. So it looks like we're having a little pullback here, but I'm actually really hoping for some decent pullback. It doesn't mean, it won't be good for maybe a couple of the plays that I have just a few $100s into. I think only maybe $300 into total, which would be bad if I move down a bit. Most of them are pretty safe. I think the next highest one, the next short strike price I have is 660, and I'm still pretty happy about that. But if I do get the major pullback, then I can open up my leaps that I want to on Tesla, which have spiked up a couple $1,000s a piece for the ones that I've been looking at and just couldn't get funds to transfer and post to my Ameritrade account in time. So now that we're all positioned, I'm positioned for it. The money is cleared, but of course, as soon as it did, that's when Tesla spiked up. So I would have loved to grab it $100 ago. Would have been fantastic, but that's the way it is. Can't always make every single play with a limited amount of funds. I guess I could have sold some stock in that account and done it, but hindsight's 2020. But that's one that I've been looking at for a while. That one and Alibaba that I really wanted to buy leaps on, and then that's been up about $20. So I'm looking for a pullback on Baba. I don't know whether or not we're going to see a good pullback on Tesla. If we do, I'll enter that right away. And then Baba, I'll just exercise some patience on. And if we do get a pullback, maybe to 210 or so, that's when I'll grab that leaps. All right, guys. Hope you guys are having a great day, and let's make a lot of money.